my name is Corette Wierenga. I am a neuroscientist and I study the connections between nerve cells in the brain that are called synapses. Well, our memory is very selective in that sense that you remember things that are relevant for you. And when you have a bad experience, when something stressful or traumatic happens to you, that is a very relevant experience, and therefore you remember that experience very well. And the biological mechanism for that is that the stress hormone that is then in your brain makes sure that there's a very selective memory formation. And so the relevant information is made very strongly represented, and the irrelevant information is taken out. Well, I think there's two factors playing a role here. One is genetics, so each individual has slightly different molecules in their brain, and therefore our brain functions slightly different. And another important factor is our personal history. Every time we experience things, every time we learn things, our brain changes. And this, at the end of it, that means that my brain processes the world slightly different than your brain processes the world. And maybe that also has an effect on how good my memory works versus how good your memory works. Well, there's a large variability between people, right? Some people are better in processing visual information or having visual memories. Some people are better in auditive memories. And only when this, when your way of processing information gives a problem for you as a person, then we would call it a brain disease, right? Or a brain disorder. And as long as it's not a problem, I would say it's not a disease. And so there's a very strong correlation, for instance, with psychosis or psychiatric diseases and artists. And then you can say, well, is this really a brain disease, or is this actually, if these artists have a way of dealing with this slightly different way of processing information, that can actually be very, very useful and very, very nice.